Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to get the engine back together for the Foz and hopefully start looking at cleaning up the engine bay. Stay tuned. First up, we need to get the engine off the engine stand and onto the bench so we can fit everything to the rear section here. Then we'll get it back onto the engine stand. Okay, it's going to be heavy. Alright, just quickly run you through what I need to do. I need to put this retaining clip into this piston here, rear main seal, get the plug onto there, get the cover on there, get the cover on there, then we can get it back onto the engine stand. So, what I said in the last episode, I was slinging these all around the garage. Nope. I wonder if this will work. It did work. Alright, that's in. That one's in. Alright. A little bit to clean up here. Clean up all the oil. So we have good mating surface. Well, I just forgot to show you guys how I got the rear main seal in. This is my old one. Like I said, it's probably seen maybe 100 kilometers. Still good. I just cleaned it up. There was a little bit of grease on the inside edge. Yeah, cleaned it up. And what I did to get it in was you can get tools that'll put it in there properly. Fat side, and just tapped it. So I went around on the crank so it was level with the crank, and once it was all level with the crank, I went to the outside edge to the crank, to the case halves, and went around nice and slow, and it's all even. So easy way to do it. I've just been cleaning up the breather sections and that cover. We clean up the little bolts. Now I've got to find the torque specs for those little screws and that plug, which will just be on my phone. So back in a sec. Alright guys, so these screws are 6.4 newton meters. So I've got a small torque wrench here that I got from my dad. I borrowed from my dad. So I used on the cam caps a little while ago. Adjust that down to the 6. Cool. And what I did was I was second doubting myself about calibrating my torque wrench. And I went and got my dad's one today because I had to go around there and water their garden because they're away at the moment. I grabbed that and torqued the case half bolts. The torque for this nut is 69. So we'll torque that in there. Obviously we've got 2 on the front as well. I'll still need to find one, but I don't need to put, yes I do. I need to put some sealant on this one. Obviously not this one, but I'll put a little bit on because we've got an O-ring there. I cleaned up those surfaces already, so they're nice and clean and ready to go. 69 newton meters for this. Cool. And then 6.4. Stupid thing. Alright, let's seal this up. Not much. Alright, we can go back onto the engine stand now. Potentially I could put the flex plate on there. Maybe I should. Yeah, well, I'll hang it off the table, put the flex plate on and torque that, and then I'll get it onto the engine stand, because we're going to go from the engine stand into the car. It's going to be hard to torque these bolts. It's going to be easier for me to lock the crank as well if I have the flex plate on there, because I can just put something through the flex plate, through this hole, make it a whole lot easier. Alright boys, we have the drive plate on, all torqued up at 72 Newton meters for these bolts. So I'm going to put it back onto the engine stand. Just been cruising along with some music on, got the oil pump on, water pump on, and this bracket here, all torqued to spec, all cleaned up. New gasket on the water pump, new sealant on there obviously. What are these? 6.4 Newton meters, and these are 12 twice through, starting from here going around. That's all done. That's on. That's there 25 Newton meters. Left that one on there, so I didn't torque that just yet. Obviously, when we get all the pulleys on, I'll go over that as well. We're gonna rotate this around and work on the sump, the baffle, pickup, and a sump. Alright guys, we've got the Killer Bee baffle and pickup on. So we need to clean up the sump. There's a bug in there. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of time and do this one. Alright guys, the sump is on. Pretty clean, pretty happy with that. It's 12:30 in the morning, so tomorrow we're going to put the heads on. Alright guys, finally made it back into the garage. It's Sunday night now. We are going to do the left hand side head first. So this one, bring it over here, clean it up. We'll get it on, torque it down. Obviously spin it around, get the right hand side on. Hopefully get all that done tonight, so we have the long block all done. Get some coolant lines and everything on too. Alright guys, just going to clean up this surface just with some prep wash and some very fine steel wool, and I'll wipe it down, make sure there's no steel wool at all left on there. Alright, she's looking a lot better. We're going to clean up all the old schmutz off here, which hasn't been on there for long because we did cams and stuff a little while ago. Let's get that off. Alright guys, got the head on there. We're about to put the nuts on to the studs. So I need to put the washers on first, lube up the nuts, put them on. Then we've got a 3-step process of tightening them: 30 foot-pound, 60 foot-pound, and 90 foot-pound. I will convert them into Newton meters. So that's what I've got on my torque wrench here. And yeah, we'll tighten them up. It's pretty hard, so let's get to it. Alright, so I just put it on with the ratchet, put them in the order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe. Yep. Now I've got to torque them down. Alright guys, there's my conversion: 30 foot-pound to 40 Newton meters, 60 foot-pound 81 Newton meters, 90 foot-pound to 122 Newton meters. I am throwing this engine around trying to get to this 90 foot-pound or 122 Newton meters. It's pretty hard. Anyways, let's do it. Right, and keep forgetting what order it is. One, two, three, four, one. I'm going to double check that with the other torque wrench. This one's got foot-pounds on it. So, 30, isn't it? 30. Nah. Alright, I'm going to use this torque wrench to do the rest of it. That's the other one's not calibrated. 30. Go to 60. Alright, the 60's done. Let's go to 90. Time to get serious. Whew. Please don't rip out a stud. Right. Right, always pull towards yourself. Got myself confused. This one. .90 foot-pound. This one. Oh. Yeah. That's fine. Whoo-wee. 5 minutes to do that. Alright. Time to clean up a little bit here in the head. and we'll lube it up and we'll get the cams in. We've got to clean up the cams a bit too. Alright guys, got the cams in, all the caps on. We just need to tighten up all of the bolts, which are 10 Newton meters. So I'm just going to go from the middle out. Not tight. Alright, so the GoPro went flat and I decided to just keep going, and I've got the long block together. So good. I'll put the cooling pipes on and put the crossover on. Alright, we've got the coolant on, put these coolant pipes on too. Got to put the oil sensors in. I might call it a night. It's about 11:30 on Sunday night, so get work tomorrow. We'll come back and keep going on with it. Alright guys, sensors are in. It's going to be me done for tonight. Just cover up the intakes and we'll come back tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm back. It's Monday night now. Gonna get the timing rear covers on. Gonna get cam gears on, all the pulleys on, and we'll get the belt back on. So everything will be timed up once again. Alright, nearly forgot to put these hose clamps back on. Alright, put them back on. Get the rear covers. Put the torque specs here on the phone. On the plastic, it's 5 Newton meters with this little one here. Same with the front ones. As you can tell, got the rear covers on there, all torqued. You get the pulleys on and the tensioner, which I need to reset. And then we'll get the belt on. Obviously we'll rotate it to top to center and make sure everything lines up. Alright guys, I'm currently trying to find the pin for that. I know it's over there somewhere. Might be under that black soft stuff. Anyways, I'm going to torque up the cam gears. We use the company 23 tool, torque wrench, and a H10 bit. See? Easy. Okay, gets a bit harder now. Come on, get up there. There we go. Yeah. This is a bit harder. These ones are forward more. it in there. Sweet. Alright guys, got the tensioner all torqued up. It's 25 newton meters. I did that with the small one. We're on, what are we on? 39 newton meters or 29 foot pounds. Using this one, which is foot pounds, so we're at 29. Sweet. So we just need to set the timing. These ones are a bit harder to do. So, let's get you around. Hopefully it will stay. The exhaust one is the hardest because it's sprung at the point. Anyways, I'll center this up. Where are we at? Some really weird markings on it. What? What? Something stuck in there? Uh-oh. What? This better not be happening. Something's hitting. Hang on. Let me just get this off. Oh. I was freaking then. Alright. Alright. I had these valves open. I hope I didn't bend them. Anyways. Yeah. Let's get this time set. It's all in time. All the lines match up. All the markings are good. Good. Pull the pin. Or the Allen key. I couldn't find the pin. Alright. Let's see how we rotate. I don't want to hit any touching. Good. Let's get the covers on, the front covers. Alright guys, there we have it. It's all back together. We've got the whole long block. Timing, everything done. We're all good. Just got to put the accessories on the top. But next episode guys, we're going to be cleaning up the engine bay and getting this all back together. Ready to go back in. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye.